What's going on? Welcome back to another video. Listen here for a second. Many of us have experienced some sort of anxiety or fear sitting in a movie theater, whether that's because we're in a dark setting alone, maybe it's those nerve-wracking first dates, or maybe because the movie we're looking at is genuinely horrifying. I'm talking about Civil War. So, Civil War follows a group of photojournalists who embark on a road trip to Washington, D.C., in the midst of a modern day civil war. I'm obviously a little late to the party, but heading into Civil War, I was incredibly cautious because audiences were divided on this film. Some called it slow and empty with not much going on, and others have praised it as a modern masterpiece with incredible visuals, being left absolutely mesmerized. So, yeah, I kept expectations pretty average, and after seeing this movie, whew, that was a lot. That was a lot. This film is just under 2 hours, and throughout its entire runtime is pure anxiety and nervousness. A road trip movie where this group drives a bit, encounters something horrifying, continues the trip, and encounters something even more horrifying once again. It's a film that will leave you shaking and on the edge of your seat. Some of the imagery is very graphic. I won't get into too much detail on that, but the truth is that unfortunately there are countless wars going on across the world right now as we speak, and there are people living in fear of their life and traumatized by the events they witnessed firsthand. I mentioned this in my letterbox review of the movie that as a journalism student, I genuinely hope that professors get to show this film to their students one day to show them the scary reality of being a photojournalist, a journalist alone for that matter. The movie that's been showed to us countless times in different classes has been Spotlight. Don't get me wrong, Spotlight is an incredible film. It's a very important film, but I definitely think that Civil War should be thrown into the question as well. It will leave any aspiring photojournalists questioning themselves and wondering if they really want to fall into this industry. Because, again, as mentioned, it's very scary. Photojournalists, without a doubt, have one of the toughest jobs in the industry, and depending on what they photograph and what they have to photograph, they will suffer for one decent looking photo putting their life on the line. The whole cast of this movie is absolutely incredible, but Kaylee Spaney is my definitive standout, in my opinion, of course. She plays the younger photojournalist of the group, Jessie, who had the bravery to join these characters on this trip. And man, her character goes through a lot, but she also learns a lot from Kirsten Dunst's character on what it takes to be a photojournalist and the trauma that you will go through. Kaylee Spaney is having just the crazy year or so. She played Priscilla in last year's Priscilla biopic, which was incredibly well received. She's starring in Civil War, which I'm obviously talking about right now, and in August, she is starring in the next installment in the Alien franchise, a massive, massive sci fi franchise. She's very quickly becoming a star, and I'm all here for it. The last 45 ish minutes of this movie are absolutely wild, and one scene with Jesse Plemons nearly had me leave my theater because I was so anxious. This is obviously a spoiler free review, but the last 2 minutes of the movie in particular almost left me bawling my eyes out because it was genuinely so saddening, but unfortunately realistic. All in all, I'm on the side that loves this movie. It's intense, it's funny at times, and it's pretty upsetting that will leave you with a roller coaster of emotions. I can't guarantee you will love or even like this movie, but you'll be left with some thoughts and feelings about the horrors that you've just experienced. This movie has to be watched on the big screen, so please go out and support your local movie theater. It's still playing in theaters, and you don't want to miss it. I promise you it won't feel the same if you watch it at home and on your couch. I will probably never watch this movie again, not because it's bad or anything, but because, as mentioned, it's horrifying. Big congratulations to A24, highest grossing movie. You've done it again. To all of you watching this video, thank you so much for clicking on it. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next one. Oh yeah, follow my letterbox to see what I'm watching and when I'm watching it. Okay, bye now. I love you.